Vicki from Comfi is on a mission. Comfi's biggest mission is to encourage us Kiwis to ask ourselves, how old is our mattress? Because if it is anything older than 10 years, apparently, we are simply not getting the quality sleep that we should or could. Comfy also want us to be aware of how we feel when we wake up. Are we refreshed or tired, sore or ready to go, sniffly from allergies? This again all points to the age of the mattress, and quality sleep is a huge part of enjoying a healthy life, which is why we are speaking to you today, Vicki. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome. Hey, what's the story with mattress health and overall health? Since this is a wellness promotion for
Yeah.
everybody, speak to the link.
So we've just found this on our journey it's a strange thing given the fundamental cornerstone of health is sleep, right? You know when you don't have enough sleep, you probably don't eat that well. And you certainly probably don't have enough energy to go and exercise, which are other fundamental cornerstones. But when you begin to understand the importance of sleep, like we will just never ever shortchange that ever, because if my body's not sleeping properly and I'm not resting properly and I'm not detoxifying properly, I just can't function in life during the day. And
Mhm.
so the strange thing is that you can do all the yoga, the lavender spray, the freaking, you just name whatever you want to do. You actually then climb, and then you climb into a bed that is older than 10 years old. None of that is going to make any difference because the mattress you're lying on simply isn't providing you with the support you need for a good night's sleep. So we want people to start asking themselves, how old is my mattress? And I actually need a new one. Not, I'm going to wait until I'm moving house or my child's outgrown their bed or I've bought a new, something like a external event. Just ask yourself, how old is my mattress? And that is my biggest investment in my health that I need to be doing right now.
And I guess, in the space of a decade, our bodies change and need different things. So 10 years ago, I could certainly have been like, oh, I'm into more of a soft kind of mattress, and a
Yeah,
decade, and I'd be like,
yeah.
oh, my body certainly doesn't want that much.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. And not to mention also as us women, we enter those beautiful life stages of perimenopause and
Hmm.
menopause, temperature starts to change. And you've just got to make sure you've got a bed that completely regulates your body temperature, because that's also one of the things that starts to wake you is you're too hot or you're too cold. And our beds are specifically designed for maximum airflow. So we don't foam encase anything. It's just airflow all the time. So in the 3 years we've been doing this, we have never had a bed returned because it's too hot,
I would
ever.
never even think to purchase a bed and in that conversation go, speak
Yeah.
to me about the airflow of this bed. It's not something I would have even
No.
considered asking. It's
But then
crazy.
you probably have never had an issue with temperature control, right? So it's the people who will say, "Oh my goodness, I'm sleeping so hot, and I don't want a bed that's hot." And both Susie and our husbands sleep extremely hot. Like Harry, I think sleeps with a thin little wool blanket right like year round because
Wow.
he's so that our husbands wouldn't even sleep in the bed if it was too hot. But it is a question when people start to feel really hot in their mattresses, it might just not be the right one. Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm a hot and cold all through the night, but I just blanket up. I don't know if it's a mattress issue per se, but I think it's age and stage. Yeah.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. Yeah.
So what made you get into sleep?
Well, we actually didn't. This is the thing, right? We when we started, because hey, this is the thing with startups. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? And so ignorance is bliss. Um, in COVID, Susie and I in lockdowns, we were trying to buy, we happened to be talking, and our two teenage girls had outgrown their beds. And then we were like, we actually can't go to a bed store to try a bed. How do we do this? And we knew at the time that there was a bed in a box solution, which we're not fans of at all because I don't understand how you vacuum pack like good sleep into a box. And it's probably like a logistical solution as opposed to an actual sleep solution, but that's just us. And we ended up just started asking heaps of questions, and then suddenly we're in a business going, oh my God, we're actually in a business. Oh my goodness. And we've then began to understand sleep. way more than we've ever understood, because we're in, and I know it sounds so token, like we're here to sell you, we actually are 100% invested in your sleep. And we
Mm,
need to make sure we find you the right mattress that works for you. And that's why we offer a 100-night trial as well, right? Because you need at least 30 days to sleep on the bed. You
yes.
can't just go into a store and lie on it for 3 minutes and go, oh, yep, this is it, and then walk out, which is what happens in our Comfy Hub in Parnell. But we give people a 100-night trial, and we say to them, we need you to sleep on this for 30 days, because it takes about that long for you and your body to settle in. So you can imagine, if you've been sleeping in a soft bed over 10 years, it starts to do that. So your spinal alignment starts to go out. This is why people start to wake up with sore backs and they're stiff, and,
Uh,
actually your bed's no longer supporting you. So when you get your new bed, your spine then is exactly where it needs to be. And some people do experience a little bit of stiffness in the
well,
beginning of the
naturally,
night.
right? Because you just adjust to whatever you're used to, and since
Completely.
that's not available, you're actually
Yeah.
having to do something else. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we say, just give it 30 days minimum and see how you go. And if after that the field's still not right for you, we'll swap it for you.
Mm.
So anyway, but this is how we've got into sleep, because we were like, don't shortchange it. Don't go and buy a terrible mattress that doesn't work for you. Don't sleep in one that's so old that it no longer supports you, because sleep is fundamentally important to how you perform in the day.
For sure. I definitely agree with that. And I guess in terms of, we're speaking about the mattress specifically, but do you have any, I guess, suggestions that you could use to set up a bedroom as a whole? Because not only is it what you sleep on, which is 99% of the importance, but also the environment helps you get like, I don't know, that more relaxed space to just drop off, right?
Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing, right? Like you can do that, Carolyn. Like you can have beautiful neutral colors. You'd want a serene, calm space. I'm looking at in the background of your room. It probably looks similar to mine. It's neutral hues.
No, it's just how I framed it, to be honest. There's diggers and
Perfect.
trucks and things and toy
Love.
baskets
Oh,
just out of frame.
I've got sheep.
Yeah.
Um, so it's making sure, like, because again, with your sleep, and please, I'm not a sleep expert, but exposure to night and day. I mean, I personally can't sleep with a bright alarm clock next to me. I can't have any chinks in the curtains or blinds, because it distracts me. But I guess the question is, imagine going into your bed, climbing back into a bed that A, hasn't been made from the morning, and then it's a complete shambles.
No, I
So
can't.
you're
I
climbing
don't
through all
understand
this
how
stuff.
people can't make their bed. I know.
And I mean, it's just how you start your day, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
so
right.
coming into a clean, serene, calm, dark room would be the best way to be able to nod off to sleep.
Well, I
Would
guess that's actually saying it's separating the mind and being able
Yes,
to create your environment so your
yes,
mind can relax. But the mattress and the bed's actually for the body predominantly, right? Like, so no
completely.
matter how zen you are up here after whatever your day's been, if you're lying on something that's not quite right for your body, good luck.
Yeah, but then this is where people go unconscious on the very product that actually is the one that helps them support them in the day. So if you look at getting new running shoes, that's something you wake up in the morning and you will put on and you'll be like, oh, I'm actually getting some pain and my knees are sore. Oh, my shoes are quite old. Off I go and quickly get a new pair. You'll be surprised how many couples we come across who have literally spent years, because they're now way past their mattress use by date, with
Mm.
sore backs, because they climb into bed at night and they go, oh, we really got to do, and then become unconscious on the very product that they need. Wake up, go, oh, my back's really sore, and then don't think about it again because they leave the bedroom, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
it's really
crazy. You're so
interesting. I'm like,
right. Yeah, is it
why
bizarre?
would you spend that much time with a sore back? Like your
Yeah.
bed's clearly not working. Go and look at getting you. How old is it? Oh, it's over 10 years. Like,
Mm,
yeah. Anyway,
that's crazy. That's
yeah.
and very valid, obvious connection to
They
make that
don't.
probably, the smartest
So
person in
many people
may not have thought
don't.
about one of those basic
No.
things.
Yeah, I know. And this is what we're uncovering,
Like, oh,
right?
that's embarrassing. I wouldn't have even done that. Yeah.
No, but it was not, it's just how it is. It's just we've all gone to sleep and unconscious on the very product that requires the most attention, because
Yeah.
it's then you function and get up to put those running shoes on, and then to make sure you're eating a healthy breakfast. If I haven't slept well at night, it honestly feels like I'm hungover. And
Yeah.
then you know how you eat when you're hungover, and you certainly don't want to do much.
No, for sure. I
Yeah,
guess as
yeah.
we're heading into like the colder months as well, is there anything that changes? I mean, obviously your bodies kind of show up a little bit differently in the winter, but are there any
Yeah.
things we need to be aware of with our sleep as the season kind of changes and gets colder?
Yeah, it'll be, again, I'm not an expert. This is just what I've understood and learnt from being in the
Mm-hmm.
industry for about 3 years, but it would be temperature control, and understanding you actually sleep better when your environment is a bit cooler, but then make sure that you have some extra layers of bedding that breathes on you and breathes on top of your body and stuff, nothing that stifles it too much.
Mm.
And then the other thing to be aware of, I guess, is your exposure to light and day, night and day, because you produce melatonin in the daytime. So the more exposure to light you have, natural light, I'm not talking screens and stuff, the natural light helps you produce more melatonin. So just be aware, I guess, with the changing hours and stuff, that your melatonin production could possibly be affected because of the shortening of the days. So if you're starting to struggle to fall asleep a little bit, then make sure you're outside, like in broad daylight, looking around. And that's just my opinion. This is not medical.
Oh, no, no,
Or
it just makes sense when you're having
yeah,
issues about how to get a good sleep, in
yeah,
terms, yeah.
yeah. Just be aware, right? And then I guess the same goes for summer, right? When the days are so long and you're trying to go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night and it's broad daylight,
You're like, good
you
luck
need
with that. Yeah.
you need to block out eye mask and stuff for your body to go, oh, it's nighttime, I need to go to
Mm.
sleep. Which is
Yeah.
why you get all your children going, at 9 o'clock at night, they're looking at you going, what? You want me to go
You
to
mad?
sleep
It's still
now? I don't
daytime. Yeah.
understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Talk to us about the work you do to help charities with your sales at Comfy.
Yeah, that's like the crux of our business, our you buy, we give, because we believe that good sleep should be accessible to everybody. And so for every 5 beds that we sell, we donate a full sleep solution, like a proper brand new bed to a family in need. So it could be a child or an adult or two adults or things. Any of our swaps that we get back and they're in really good condition, which they always are, we will donate straight out to our partners that our charity partners that we work with.
Hmm.
One of the things that we want to drive really hard is this whole thing around donating your used bed to families in need, because that thing, if it is an old bed, is a health hazard.
Yeah, exactly. So
And I think
actually,
people, the
nice
idea.
thought, but realistically not. Yeah, I hear you.
And the question you have to ask is, would you donate this? Would you give your bed to someone that you love to go and sleep on? I would not give my 10-year-old mattress to someone I love and care about, because that is literally a health hazard, right? So
Mm.
there's work we need to do with that piece, because you've got families who are already in a vulnerable situation and they're
Hmm.
probably in camp homes and they're sharing beds and all of that. Now I'm going to hand you a 10 to 15-year-old mattress full of dust mites, really old, support system's gone, and great. So
Yeah.
it's not something, but anyway, so we work really hard with these charities, because good sleep should be accessible to everybody, and that means
Mhm.
coming with a brand new good bed. So yeah, we love it. That's near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic initiative. And because this is a wellness promo, what personally do you do to stay, I guess, well in the winter? It's always those months of the year where you're like, okay, let's just try and do the best that we can."
Yeah. Look, my advice is, let's just go to somewhere hot for like
Yeah.
3 months and then come back. Does that work? Um, I guess it's always, yeah, just making sure that, like, because I'm quite a cold sleeper, so I have to, if my body temperature is affected, then I don't sleep well at all. So I change out the weight of my wool duvets.
Hmm.
Our whole families are on wool. I'm a firm believer in the excellent way that it regulates heat. and moisture and all of that. So I changed the weight of our duvet to match a winter, so it keeps me warmer in the winter months. And just making, you sort of start to change the way you eat too, with what you eat. So it becomes a bit more nourishing, because who wants to eat like cold iceberg lettuce?
Yeah, it's like, here's a salad. It's like, oh, give me something
Like,
warm and comforting. Yeah.
totally. It moves to like soups, and it moves to casseroles, and it moves to things that are warm and nourishing your body. But I sort of feel like we kind of all do that intuitively. But I guess my thing is just making sure that, well, for me personally, that I have good temperature control for the cold.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, it's been wonderful chatting to you. Thanks so much
Yeah.
for your
Thanks,
time and
Liz.
for being a part of our winter wellness promotion. It's been a blast.
Yeah, awesome. And thank you, Caroline. It's been lovely chatting to you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Chat soon. See you.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you. Bye.